Hello everyone, welcome to Code Freshly Juiced, and today we will look at every block in the motion category and what they do. In our last video, we talked about drawing your own sprites and cloning them. Alright, let's get started. First, we have the Move 10 Steps block. All this does is when you click it, moves the cat 10 pixels on the screen in whatever direction it's facing. Next, we have turn right 15 degrees. This turns the cat right 15 degrees over and over and over again, or however many you set it to. So if we do 1 degree, as you can see, every time I click it, it's very slow. Very, very slow. Next, we have turn left 15 degrees. This is the same thing as turn right 15 degrees, only the cat's turning left. It's easy to tell what go to random position does. When you click it, the cat goes to a random position. You can also change random position to mouse pointer. So if we were to go to events, when green flag clicked, and then control, wait 1 second, click the green flag, wait a second, and he would go to where our mouse is. Next, we have go to X0, Y0. What this does is it brings the cat to anywhere on the screen you want. So if I want him to go to 40, X40, Y100, I would make X40, Y100, then click it. And he goes to X40, so that's right, and Y100, up. Next, glide 1 second to random position. If we click it, just like go to random position, he goes to a random position, only he takes 1 second to glide there over time. We can also change random position to mouse pointer. But every time we click it, since our mouse is over here, he'll try to go over there. Next, we have the glide 1 second to X0, Y0. Just like glide 1 second to random position, this one makes him glide somewhere, except you choose where. So again, if we did X40, Y100, we can make him glide 1 second to X40, Y100. We could also change the time it takes for him to go there. So let's say instead of 1 second, we want 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now he's at 0, 0, like I wanted him to. Next is point in direction 0. Oops. Point in direction 0 lets you make him face any direction on the screen you want. So if we were to do 0 and click it, he would point up. There's also a nice little circle chart thing here so that you can move it around and face him in exactly the direction you want him to. Whatever way the arrow is facing is whatever way he will face. If you want it to face left, -90. Point in direction -90. And he faces that way. You want him to face right again, 90. And he faces right again. Next is point towards mouse pointer. This one, you can only choose mouse pointer, or if you have more sprites on the screen, them too. Point towards mouse pointer. Now he's just pointing towards wherever my mouse is over here. But if we were to add another sprite in there, let's say, ball. Let's do ball. We're to add ball in there. Yeah, let's say if we were to add ball in there, ball is right here. And we're to put ball over here and click go point towards mouse pointer. Now ball is there. And if we were to click that, he'll point towards where the ball is. So if we put the ball over here and point towards ball again, now he's over there. All point towards specific location does is it points the cat towards any specific location on the screen. It can be your mouse pointer, different sprites, different colors, anything like that. Next, change X by 10. What this does is it changes his X position by 10. So if it's change X by 10, it does the exact same thing as move 10 steps. Actually, change X by 10 does the exact same thing as move 10 steps. Except, even if you're facing up, he'll still move to the right. Next is set X to 0. This sets his X location, which is the x-axis, which is left and right in the middle of the screen, to any given location you want. So if you were to do x90, you go to x90, or maybe x negative 150. You go to x negative 150, and x0 brings him to x0. Next is change y by 10. This is the exact same as change x by 10, except instead of moving left and right, it's up and down. So change 10, 10, he goes up, and we'll do negative 20, he goes down. Set y to 0. This sets his up and down location to any point you want. So if we were to do y 100, he would go up there. Or maybe y negative 30, go down here. And back to y 0, he goes right in the middle. Next, if on edge, bounce. By itself, this block does nothing. But if we were to pair it with other blocks, so if we go to control, drag in forever, and do move 10 steps, if on edge, bounce, and click that, every time he hits the edge, he bounces and turns in a random direction. So we're going to turn him 15 degrees. Now he would go like that. And just keep going and going. And because we put the forever there, he doesn't stop. Set his direction back to 90. Set his location back to x0, y0. And there we go. Next is set rotation style all around. What this does is it sets his rotation style a certain way. So we're going to set his rotation to 90 degrees right, all around. If we're to set his rotation style to all around, he rotates all around him. If we set rotation style to left, right, he only rotates, oops, I forgot to turn it on. He only rotates if his direction is either negative 90 or 90. If it's negative 90, he faces to the left. and is mirrored instead of being upside down. If it's 0, 90, or 180, he's still facing right. Don't rotate is pretty obvious. If you try to rotate, if you try to rotate him, he just won't rotate at all. Next is exposition. Now, exposition also by itself does nothing. Well, actually, if you click it, it tells you what X position he's at. So if we drag him to here and click it, he's at X 172.94117647058823. Or, according to this, just 173. If we were to go to looks and drag in a say block and put X position where hello is, then drag him anywhere, and then click that, he's going to say where he is. So he's at negative 77.59. Maybe up here. Negative 106.24. It's really that simple. Next, we have Y position. Oh, wait, one more thing. If you check the X position box up here, it will constantly tell you where on the screen he's at, X position-wise. Next, we have Y position. It's the same thing as X, except up and down, obviously. So if you move it to here, if you move Scratchy to here maybe, then click the Y position block, it'll say he's at negative 63.88235294117648. Or as this says, negative 64. You could also drag in another say block, maybe, and put the Y position where it says say and click it. And he says negative 63.88. Or maybe over here, negative 22.82. Up here, he's at now 125.24. We're on our last block now, direction. Just like X and Y, it tells you where he's facing. Except, well, actually, no, that's it. He tells you which direction he's facing. If I had to drag him to here, direction is still 90. If we were to change his direction to, let's see here. Let's drag the arrow to 133. Negative 133. Oops, it's still rotation styles don't rotate. So now if I hit direct, now he's facing negative 133, which is this way. If I had to click direction, it would tell me he's facing negative 132.6446968127853. And you can also still do the same thing with the say block, or if you drag it in there and click it, he says he's at negative 132.64. Those are all the motion blocks for you. And I hope you all enjoy your code, freshly juiced.